Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to JTV's Game of the Week. I'm John Gallagher.
And I'm Harry Ferrone.
And we're here to bring to you a live matchup between the Jackson Memorial Jaguars and the Jackson Liberty Lions. We're live here at the gymnasium at Jackson Liberty High School to bring to you a volleyball matchup that is underway already as Memorial gets their first point of the game. And it is a 1-1 score.
1-1 game here early on. Correct, John. It's kind of a fun one to cover for us here.
Definitely, you know, the cross
sister schools, crosstown
exactly.
Ravis.
As we see some good teamwork here from Jackson Liberty. And then that was Danny Barker, I believe, Jackson Memorial, who is able to get that point there. Barker, a very well-rounded athlete for Jackson Memorial. As we see some good defense there by Jackson Memorial.
Memorial seems to be off to a pretty good start here. Let's see, Memorial in the lead right now, 2-1. There we go.
It's actually 2-2 now. It looks like Liberty was able to get that point after the ref
did get that point.
The ref thought about it for a second.
And serving for Liberty, Austin Wan. That one's going to get spiked.
A good front line there for Jackson Memorial.
Memorial up 3-2.
They've got some size up front with Nick Nicosia, Danny Barker, and Justin Bienick. As it's a good volley here. And Memorial
up 4-2 here.
It'll be Liberty's serve. And it's actually
3-2.
It'll be
serving for Liberty, number 14, Luke Brown. Team's going to take a short pause here for a quick powwow.
Definitely one of those things in volleyball that you always have to look out for is, even though you might get, it might seem like you get the point, different occurrences like a net violation, for example, could defer the point to the other team. And, you know, you always have to be wary of where you are on the court and what's going on to make sure that, you know, if your team does get that point, they're able to stay off the net, make sure they stay in bounds and able to get those points. As it'll be Memorial's ball. Alex Furlong serving. A good serve there. And a good play over on Memorial's side by Brendan Hudak.
That's just out.
So it's 4-2 now.
Memorial in the lead early on here in the first game of the contest.
And we've got a whistle here, and looks like the ref went over to speak to the
line judge. Furlong to serve it.
As Memorial gets the return there.
They're going to call that a carry, I believe.
It'll be 5-2 Memorial. The serve again from Furlong.
Nice dig. Dropped in.
We got a good volley going here. And that will, looks like it was out. So Memorial will get the point.
6-2 Memorial over Liberty. Memorial set to serve, that Furlong. Nice save.
That one will go out. Liberty will get a point. And hopefully some momentum now.
Liberty to serve here. Luke Brown.
That'll go off the net there, and it'll be Memorial's point, 7-3. Matt Pastore now in the front for Memorial. As I believe that was Barker serving. Good block there from Pastore. And then Nicosia will put it up, and that'll be another point for Memorial.
Nice look of things right there with the JTV net cam.
Here's Barker again serving.
It's going to sail wide. Get Liberty a point and also get them the serve as Memorial stays up at 8-4. Barker, of course, the son of a standout athlete from Manchester High School, Danny Barker.
Upchuck with the serve there.
Coached him in baseball about 20 years ago.
And I believe that'll be Liberty's point. Upchuck with the serve. And that one is hit.
Looks like it caught a hand there. Pretty sure that's going to be
leave Memorial's point.
You're right, John. Serving now
Nick
for
Nicosia.
Memorial.
As Nicosia puts it up. It's
Nice
hit over
block there by Austin Wan.
Shane Nealon there with a good play.
Oh. Big hit by the big guy up top there from Memorial to earn them point number 10 here. Take a 10-5 lead.
.11 now for Memorial after that big play. And Nicosia will serve.
Juan's gonna pick that, tries to save it there, but not enough. Memorial now.
Besides Danny Barker, as we get a timeout here, besides Danny Barker, there's a lot of well-rounded athletes on that Memorial team, so it's you know, an interesting thing to see here. Barker, the quarterback of the football team, as well as I believe he played basketball this year. Nick Nicosia was the kicker of the football team, went out with an injury this year, but he's also on that team as well. Matt Pastore, a swimmer, so you see a lot of versatility here for this Memorial team, and you know, you have to wonder, do these skills that they learned in their other sports come into play here? Does it help them out? You know, you'll be able to take a look here and see, but definitely I would think so.
I definitely think when it comes to general overall athletic skill, definitely helps in a sport like volleyball where timing and athletic ability are crucial. I think it's interesting to see how boys volleyball has grown. Still a pretty young sport, varsity sport in the high schools. You know, especially down here in A South, it's really not that old a sport.
I believe this is only the second year for Memorial as they get a point there. The second year that they have the team. Do you know how many years Liberty had the team?
I think this may be the second year for Liberty as well.
Yeah, I know it's a very brand new sport for.
Nice save there.
For A South, as you were saying.
You know, you have some schools that have been big. That's going to be a Liberty point there, as it's 13-6.
A big spike there from Matt Pastore, but unfortunately he touched the net.
Yes, you can't touch the net. That's why it's helpful to have some big guys for up front. This is number 13, Luke Tawawa serving. There he is. Trust us, we are saying it right, though. I know you think you're watching La La Land there, but it's not Talala. It's Tawawa.
That one threw me before the game, trying to figure out how to pronounce it. As we get the serve here from Tawawa.
Memorial puts it in play.
Good block there.
Big hit, a nice block.
That was Nowers with the block. And then another good block from Hudak to keep it alive for Memorial. Tuavo with the play out
Liberty
in
set.
the back. Great job by Shane Neal in there. And Pastore gets a piece of it.
This is the point of the match so far.
And then a great spike.
A big put away.
Justin Bieniek with
Justin Bieber did what?
Justin Bieniek with a major hit there.
Bieniek, that was a big exclamation point on the end of that point right there. As number 10, Bieniek goes to serve.
Justin was one of the stars last year on the team, and somebody that fans and students were definitely looking forward to seeing this year. As you see a point there again from Memorial.
Yeah, that set.
So we take a look at this replay here. Liberty setting it up there.
Oh, nice quick little.
I believe that was Pastore up in the front for Memorial getting the point. So he goes up for the block and gets a piece of it.
Nicely hit. Big put away there for number 14, Luke Brown.
As Liberty looking to gain some more momentum.
You folks at home that maybe aren't accustomed to seeing volleyball at the high school level, they do play the best 2 out of 3 games. Each game is scored to 25. Got to win by 2.
Memorial actually got the point on that there. It looked like it was
16-6. You're right.
It looked like it was hit out of bounds.
Oh, big put away, and it's good. Liberty, 16-7.
As that was Lillenkamp with the play there.
And Lillenkamp here to serve as well. Jack of all trades, involved in a few different sports here at Liberty. Oh.
Good hit there.
That was a sweet spot.
Pastore again, I believe.
Pastore really doing a nice job of finding the soft spot in the defense there.
As he serves. And Memorial gets the point.
And just like that, it's 18-7.
Great serve there from Pastore. As there's a whistle, and it will be Memorial's point again.
And Luke Brown appeared to go over the net a little bit there. 19-7. Memorial in the lead. Oh, nice dig.
Soft serve there from Pastore.
Oh, a controlled hit.
Nicosia hits it over. And then Lillenkamp will play for Liberty. Diving for it. There's an attempt.
Nice dig there, but to no avail. Liberty comes away with the point, 19-8.
Furlong not able to get a piece of that as he had tried to. If Liberty wants to get
8.
Liberty wants to get back in this game, they're definitely going to need to get some points quick, as it's 20-8. But you know, volleyball is, that's the one thing, as you said, the best 2 out of 3. You might have an off first game, but then you always have 2 more
and
come
recoup.
back. As we
20-8 at this point.
We get a whistle here.
Trying to help out our graphics girl on the bus here. Nicole.
It's Memorial.
Brandon Hudak, you see there. Hudak? I think it's Hudak.
Hudak, yeah.
21-8 at this point. Nicole McLean. There it is.
That one will be out.
That's going to sail deep, and that's 21-9. Memorial just 4 points away from wrapping this one up. Yeah, I agree with you, John. I think one of the neat things about volleyball is, and I just realized I said neat, is the fact that you really can have a bad first game and really recoup, and you really need to have a short-term memory in this. As we get a beautiful shot right there with the JTV net cam there on that hit that becomes up close and personal.
Barker with that big spike there.
We had a little Robert Redford going on there. A little Robert Redford, and who starred in that movie with him, up close and personal? Michelle Pfeiffer.
Right.
There you go. Good flick. Anyway, 22-9 now. Memorial just 3 points away from wrapping up this first one, but you know, I kind of consider this kind of similar to a tennis match and a 2 out of 3 set thing where you could drop the first set, play a horrible first set, and with a bad memory and turn it off and come back and treat it like it's a whole new game.
You always got to put a tennis plug in there, don't you?
You know, it doesn't hurt.
So see a good volley here. Shane Neal in there.
As my favorite, a big delivery there with the big hit again there.
Nicosia with
Memorial comes big. We'll see if we can figure out who this is for you here.
It'll actually be Liberty's point, though.
Take a look at the JTV replay here.
Liberty will get the point, though, I believe.
22-10 here. Memorial in the lead. Which reminds me, too, that, you know, we do compare tennis a lot. One of my favorite T-shirts that I had back in the 90s there, tennis is life, the rest, just details.
For those of you who don't know, Mr. Ferro spent a good amount of time coaching tennis here at Jackson Liberty.
That I did. And another 15 at Manchester High School.
So that's why he's always got to throw some sort of tennis into his commentating.
Whenever we can. 23-11 here as Memorial just a couple of points away from wrapping this first game up.
Good block there.
Good block.
Hudak sets it up for Nicosia.
There's a set.
A good job there.
Great save by Brown.
Neal in there with
redirected here.
Save. Hudak setting it up for Nicosia.
Oh, does that slip through?
And it will
big
be
save. That's going to go wide. 24-11. Game point. As we do play to 25 by 2. Memorial with a commanding lead and the serve. And serving for Memorial.
Nick Nicosia. Doesn't get all of that one. So it'll be Liberty's ball now.
At 24-12. It's always nice when Bob the Builder can make a visit here on the JTV set here.
Mr. Noble fixing
our executive producer here, Mr. Noble out here busting out the screwdriver to repair a broken monitor. We thank him.
Anything can happen when it's live.
As Frank Savarese set to serve here. Nice Italian guy. That's going to drop in.
Make it 24-14.
Still on life support here at 24-13.
Phoenix sending it to Hudak, and then a whistle will be Liberty's point again. So they're going to get some life here, 24-14. And Liberty will get the point here again.
Does get the point. Now has kind of closed to within 9. Still a pretty big number out there, John.
That it is.
You know, momentum's momentum.
And Liberty gets the point again.
24-16. It's the magic here continuing to happen here. They run off 7 straight points. Memorial with the set.
And Liberty again.
24-17. Tawawa, the server here. Little substitution there on the Memorial side. A reminder to the folks watching at home, this is point game here at 24-17. Jaguars in the lead. The Jags, of course, in black and Liberty in red.
If you're just tuning in, you can find all of our content for our past events and sports at youtube.jacksontelevision.com and catch us live at live.jacksontelevision.com or at channel 77, Cablevision.
Absolutely. If you want to watch us in high def, YouTube is the place for that. You can catch all of our athletic events and our concert events, and really anything that we tape at school is going to be in high def and rebroadcast for you right there on YouTube.
As well as some of our students'
projects
films,
and
projects.
Videos. Absolutely, John. We really do the complete thing here. Liberty serves. Oh,
Good
a nice
dig.
dig. Memorial with the set. And Liberty is gonna push that one deep. It looks like we're waiting to see.
The initial signal was a Memorial point, and now
it's
they
gonna be a
will.
Liberty point there at 24-18.
Big comeback here so far. But again, that
still a big number there, buddy.
they need
Liberty
6
reeled
to
off
tie.
a big 8 points in a row now. 8 points uncontested.
With it being the game point, it plays a factor here.
24-19. Wait, that could be game here.
And Memorial
And
will
Memorial
get it.
does get the point there. Some type of net violation taking place there, but I'll tell you what, if the name of the game is momentum, John, I would say the last 5 minutes there's been a pretty big shift in momentum here for the Liberty team, as well as for the Memorial team, who was off to a pretty big tear there at the start and kind of faltered a little bit at the end there. We'll see how the two teams react here.
They get a bit of about a 2.5 minute break here, 3-minute break to recuperate and figure out some strategy. You know, but as you're saying though, the momentum from Liberty, that's the big thing. They got as many points as they possibly could at the end there to kind of get that game swayed in their way. Unfortunately, not able to pick up the win in that game, but it does carry over to the next 2 games. You know, will they be able to keep that momentum up and get those points that they need? Because that first game doesn't mean anything if they win the next 2.
Oh, absolutely. You know, when you look at the momentum changes that can take place in a contest like this, you know, you're down big in the first game like they were. I'm sure they were looking just to get on track and to try to create some momentum. And I think they did that. From Memorial now, the trick is going to be to, hey, let's get back to what we were doing early on in this contest here and get back to basics and get the scoring going again.
I think the big thing,
Liberty did go, they went on a 9-point-in-a-row tear.
I think the big thing here for Memorial is that they really need to just come off strong off the bat, and if they can do that, I think that'll help them out. But they definitely cannot allow Liberty to open up right away with some more scoring. And then Liberty, their job right now is just to keep going and trying to bring that momentum into their second game here.
Absolutely. You know, Coach Chesley, I'm sure, had a few wise words for his team when they came off to the side that, hey, listen, the first one's over. Forget it. But remember what happened at the end of that one, okay, that we had the momentum. We took the momentum back. And as the Lignelli family walks past us here, that's right, a couple of TV techers there, the Lignellis, brother and sister. But here we go, momentum now. It's going to be interesting to see how the tide turns here, if it does.
As the clock is winding down, just under a minute left.
Each team accorded a 2.5 minute break between games, or between the first 2 anyhow. And then there's a 5-minute break if it goes to a third game. Underway here. Looks like it will be Memorial to serve. Good chance for us indoors here today during a torrential rainstorm outside. And the second game ready to get underway as number 5, Brandon Hudak, ready to serve.
One of the things for Memorial that they need to keep in mind is they have a lot of versatility on their side here as the ball goes out.
That first serve goes deep. Liberty's up 1-0 here early in the first game.
With Pastore, Nicosia, Barker, Hudak, and Nealon, you know, all 5 of them have been doing a very good job, as well as the rest of the guys on the court for Memorial, whereas Liberty's been relying a lot on just a few specific people, specifically Lillenkamp, one of them, Tawawa, another.
Beautiful dig.
So that's the thing that Memorial's going to have to take advantage of is the...
Oh, big put away there by Hudak.
And it'll be ruled Liberty's
point.
point.
That might be ruled Liberty's point. That one might have skirted out. It's 1-1. That's 2-0 Liberty, I'm sorry.
Good bump there. And Memorial getting the point. Nicosia with that block.
Important to get on the board early here for Memorial. It's the first point they scored in about 10 minutes, so.
Furlong with that serve.
Oh, and that's good. Nope, that's out. Oh, bad read on that one, John.
It's 2-2 now. Memorial coached by Mr. Ulrich, one of the physical education teachers at Getz Middle School. He actually spent a lot of his time with the women's volleyball team as serve hits the net. He spent a lot of his time with the women's volleyball team at Jackson Memorial before he went off to Georgian Court, I believe, and did wonders there. He turned that team around for the years that he was there and made it a winning team. And he left and came back to coach men's as Liberty gets the point again, 4-2.
Nice stuff there up at the net.
He came back to coach men's when he found out that that the school would be getting a men's team.
Yeah, Austin Wan ready to serve. You know, I think it's always interesting when some of these high school coaches move up to the collegiate level, do well there, and then see an opportunity to come back and coach, you know, the younger kids that really are beautiful block in that early phase of training and really learning the game.
Barker gets a block there, as you said, with that beautiful block. And it's just a great job by him. The height of him helps this team tremendously. Definitely one of their tallest players.
Much, I got to tell you. Oh, the big shot there. That's going to be good.
Justin Bienick.
Bienick's going to even things up here at 4-4 apiece now. Early on here in the second game, things seem to be pretty even. Both teams delivering some pretty good putaways.
Furlong there, setting it up for Hudak, and then Nicosia.
That's going to sail deep. Out. Liberty up 5-4.
So it looks like this this game will definitely be a lot closer than the last to start off. Shane Nealon trying to get that there on the ground.
Tough dig there, right at his toes. You know, for folks, here's Luke serving is Jackson Liberty's Luke Brown. I think a lot of folks are used to seeing from the Summer Olympic Games, big put away by Josh Bienick. Holy cow, looked like it came out of a cannon. Folks at home are used to watching some beach volleyball, which has a very different look than this. Generally a 2-on-2 game in the sands, usually in
one of my favorite
exotic location. It is fun. It's a good Olympic sport to watch. As you see, Nick Nicosia here ready to serve. Score 6-5. Memorial Liberty in the lead here. I'm sorry. And something tells me that our camera just got knocked off the net.
As we get a point here for Memorial. Nicosia serving now, and it's 6-6. That one will drop in for a Liberty point. As this will be
Hubchak. Hubchuk.
That'll drop in.
Drops in for a 9-6 lead here for Liberty. Pretty physical game so far. Been interesting to watch this athletic contest so far.
Furlong, and then Nealon, and then we'll get a whistle, and Liberty's point again.
10-6, Liberty again with momentum. And kind of as anticipated here. Memorial's like, okay, enough of this. And they're going to take a timeout here, as the Memorial squad attempts to kind of refocus. And Liberty just wants to try and keep the momentum here.
As our executive producer is currently out there fixing our net cam right now to provide some up close and personal shots for you guys, as it got knocked off there on that big spike about 3 points ago.
Was a pretty massive spike, so I'm not surprised it ended up on the ground, but we'll take a look here, see if our camera's back up.
And he walks away with a smile on his face, so it looks like it's
smiling there. Let's take a look, see if that net cam's back up there functioning. And
looks like it is still down.
looks like perhaps the power cord got knocked out. And number 23, Kola Hubchuk serving here.
As it'll
Good set.
Furlong
Good dive.
falling for it.
Nothing doing there.
Hudak attempted to hit that.
Furlong did a pretty nice job of digging that one, but couldn't quite get it over. 11-6.
And Liberty gets the point again.
Okay, here's a good indication of the Liberty momentum here, is how quick they're playing now with the lead. Okay.
As Coach Ulrich is a little mad about that call there. He had some words for the referee, but the referee has a good view from where he is up there.
Nice save, but not enough as Joel Barrow tries to poke it over the net, but can't do it. 12-7 here, Liberty in the lead as number 10.
Justin Bieniek again.
It's a pretty nice dig. That's gonna go off sideways.
Bieniek has an incredible serve.
You know, you have that effective serve, really makes that first hit become a defensive hit.
Definitely.
Bieniek, the southpaw. Oh, actually,
Another.
right-handed, he's gonna drive that into the net.
The power he gets.
13-8.
The power he gets behind every serve is incredible. I mean, you see it there, even though it hit the net. Just an incredible, incredible force there. That is out. Memorial's point.
And that one sails wide, 13-9. At Matt Pastori.
One of my good friends, Matt. I've known him since 6th grade, and he's an incredible volleyball player. Every time we played any pool parties over the summer or anything, he always destroys anybody he faces in volleyball. So an incredible player and just an incredible guy as well.
Oh, that's a nice dig, but I think it's going to go wide here. And that's going to close that gap down to 2 as it's 13-11 here with Liberty in the lead. Memorial on a bit of a rampage right now, reeling off 4 straight points.
Another great serve by Pastori. Hudak setting it up. And then Bieniek for Furlong. And it'll go
nice block, but it is going to sail wide. 13-12, just 1 point away from a comeback here.
And Barker and Hudak working together there to get a great block. I believe
now at 13 all.
I believe Hudak got the last piece of it there.
And it's actually 14-12 Liberty.
They give that point to Liberty there. Nealon
Referees
with the return, and then
things. Nope.
Liberty's point.
just like that, we go from even to 15 to 12 as Jack Lillenkamp, the server here.
That ball will go
just wide there.
And they call it Liberty's point.
16 to 12, not wide. That one dropped in for an ace, actually, John.
Nealon thought it was going to go out.
Huh. Lillenkamp to serve. Puts it pretty deep. The big set and a nice delivery by number 16, Alex Furlong.
I believe there was a whistle beforehand, though, but it will be Memorial's point.
Went to Liberty there at 17-12. Not sure if it went wide or if he hit the net.
And
that one goes
Furlong
squarely in the middle
net.
of the net. Liberty now extending their lead back to 6 with an 18 to 12 lead, and Lillenkamp, Jack Lillenkamp to serve.
And they will rule it.
Gonna take a look at that and see if there was an error made there as we wait to see if it was wide or not.
And they rule at Liberty's
19
point.
to 12, they do rule at Liberty's point, 19 to 12.
And it'll be a good job there by
Nice
Barker.
Aggressive play. And
now.
Liberty up to 20 here with an 8-point lead.
You know, 2012 was a great year. A lot happened that year, you know.
2012.
I believe it was is that the Winter Olympics that year?
I believe so. Oh, nicely saved. It's going to be up 20 to 13 there as he did hit the ball twice in a row. That's a no-no in volleyball. Even gym volleyball, that's a no-no, so definitely a no-no here.
Funny enough, I actually played volleyball in gym today.
That's good times, John. Oh, number 18. Nick Nowers really does a nice job of redirecting, expecting the big hit, and instead he just kind of lays off and has a control tap as Joel Barrow set to serve. 21-13 lead. Liberty with some momentum here.
Furlong hitting it back.
Furlong, very strong.
That'll go out.
21-14. It's going to be a Memorial point. 21-14.
7-point lead. Hudak setting it up.
Big set. Oh, stab save.
Nealon to Hudak. And Furlong hitting it over.
Some trouble there.
And it's Memorial's
point. It's going to come down. Memorial on a bit of a tear here, winning the last 3 points in a row. Alex Furlong, the server here.
And a great job by Nealon. And they rule Liberty's point.
John, that was a massive hit by Liberty and so well defended by the Memorial team. So impressive. Austin Wan with a 22-15 lead here.
Furlong for Hudak and then Bieniek. And a great spike.
Big delivery. Wan tries to get a hand on it, John, but one hand's not going to do it on a massive kill like that.
So 6-point lead now for Liberty.
22-16. Well, if you asked me what the score would be 3/4 of the way through the second game, after the first 5 minutes of today's day, I would not have said this.
I totally agree. It seems like that momentum carried over from the first game. There's a great spike there. I believe that was Nicosia.
Nicosia really driving the ball at the feet of Austin Wan. Tries to go for the dig, but you'll see here, big kill. And it's 23-17, Liberty in the lead here.
So it looks like they gave him that
2
point.
points away.
And there's a little confusion as to who got the point there. And they ruled Liberty's point.
Both referees communicating with each other to make sure that they get the score right here.
And again, it's Liberty's.
Liberty with point game here at 24-17.
And serve there.
Good set. Travels a little up and over. It's
Net
going to be Memorial's
violation.
point. Again, you can't touch the net or lean over the net. You've got to stay on your own side. Liberty still with a point game here. Memorial. Oh, the header.
And 24-19 now, 5-point lead.
Maybe Memorial thinking about stealing a little something from the Liberty playbook in the first game.
We get a timeout.
Liberty takes a timeout there to kind of recoup and rethink here. Timeouts are 1 minute at the high school level. Both coaches will get a chance to talk to their teams and see what they can figure out. Liberty has to win this game in order to stay in the match. Again, in case you just tuned in, Memorial won the first game and in convincing fashion after being up by 7 or 8. As Angelina Freistatz is here. Happy birthday to Angelina, turned 16 today. As did one of our dancers for the Ferronis.
Bree Xavier.
Bree Xavier. Happy birthday to Bree as well. Sweet 16. And here we go. Liberty with point game at 24-19.
Nkosi with the serve.
Juan with the save.
Memorial's point as it hits the net.
Mid-net. It's all of a sudden looking like a real contest here in the second game. Liberty up 24-20. Nick Nkosi to serve.
And that is out.
It's going to wrap that game up. Well, we talked about it, John, after the first game. We talked about the importance of momentum and about how either team would respond to that late run that Liberty had in the first game, where they were down basically 24-11 and came back to within 4 or 5. So the trick here now is, do the tables turn?
You know, it's definitely a big question, as Memorial didn't have much momentum at the end of that game. So you have to wonder, is Liberty going to even be able to continue their momentum into this game, or will Memorial pick something up? I think it's going to be a very close game, this next one. Both teams here dying for that big W over their crosstown rival. And you know, it's just a very interesting situation here, because you know it's going to be a hard-fought game, and you know, either team could really come out with this based off of what we've seen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think like when the day started out, we were talking about how we thought it was going to be a pretty even contest, and then the first game started out as a blowout, and then got very interesting at the end. The second game was very competitive, pretty much all the way through. Liberty went on a little bit of a tear towards the end, but it was a pretty competitive game. Both teams now sitting at 1 game apiece. I'm sure both coaches told them the same thing. Listen, guys, this is like starting over. It's a whole new game. Here we go. We're going to play one more winner-take-all.
And I think the big thing for Liberty specifically is you've seen a lot of help from all the guys on the court now. The first game, it started off with, as I was saying earlier, you know, Lillenkamp, Nowers, and Tawawa were really just taking control and helping Liberty to stay in it. And then that second game, and when the momentum started picking up in the end of the first, you really saw every guy on that court get involved, and now you're seeing a very well-rounded team from Liberty, and you're seeing a lot of guys helping out. So you got to really put a lot of focus on that if you're Memorial. You got to be able to pick up, you know, the new strategy that was adapted from Liberty. And again, if you're Memorial, you got to really go to all your guys on the court. We've seen a great game from Furlong so far, but you know, in certain points, Furlong's a guy that hasn't touched the ball enough, in my opinion. And I think he's somebody that Memorial can rely on. That you know, if they're smart here and if they adapt a little bit to the game plan that Liberty has now, they should be going to guys like him, guys like Pastore.
Well, I think
Pastore's been one of the bigger factors in this game, but
Pastore,
really,
Furlong, Barker definitely have been big factors in the game so far.
As we're getting set here for this third game.
The big decider here. Again, folks, if you're tuning in, just tuned in at home, we are at 1 game apiece. We're starting the third game here. Team play to 25, and it's winner take all in this game.
I've been waiting to call you on your bluff, by the way. That little intermission there, that break was not a 5-minute break. It was a 3-minute break.
John, you are right. Called me out on it. That's okay.
Tried to get away with that one.
I did.
I couldn't let it slide.
Tried to get away with the 5-minute halftime, but I noticed that I was hoping to head off and grab a cup of coffee or something.
So we're getting set here for the third game as Hudak starts to serve.
I've been subbing in today as our usual announcer. Max Sylvan's been busy working on some Ferroni's videos. And Liberty's up 1-0 to start.
As Liberty getting set to serve. I believe this is
number 12.
Albero.
Albero.
And
Liberty
another
up
point.
2-0. Interesting, too, how if we were watching this sport 25 years ago, everybody would be wearing knee pads.
Yeah, very interesting.
And super tall socks, I might add. Oh, nice little stuff there. Oh, can't deliver there.
Yeah, Liberty will get the point, I believe.
And Liberty up 3-0. Little net violation there, I think, John.
And that one will be in 4-0.
Looked like it caught somebody's hand there. And Liberty up 4-0. As we've got the crosstown rival matchup today between the Jags and the Lions. Big hit.
But out of bounds, though. 5-0.
Go deep, though. The JTV cam there, I think you got a real good sense for how powerful a hitter
Nicosia is, as he gets the set there. It'll go for Barker. Just a light little tap to try to fake out the defenders there.
Oh, big time block right there. Liberty up 6-0. We take a look at
Ulrich
the
again.
Big guy here, number 12, Joe Albero, still serving.
Ulrich again not happy on the sidelines after that call.
Oh, the dig, but that's probably going to go wide. And Memorial's going to get on the board here after a 6-0 start for the Lions, John.
As it'll be Furlong here, serving.
We have an Alex Furlong right here in Liberty as well, John. I don't know if you knew that or not. Absolutely. Blonde, curly hair, blue eyes. Kind of looks a lot like Jesus, to be honest.
Oh, Alex Furlong was in your fourth period class last year, or last semester, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know Alex. Very nice guy.
Little discussion going on here as Memorial set to serve. Furlong waiting patiently. Substitution at hand here.
The ref explaining something.
Get some height in here. Number 23, Kola Hubchuk.
And Memorial gets another point here.
Memorial scoring here, 6-2, and the whistles go off. We've got a timeout here. The refs are going to confer on this one. See what's going on. Both refs discuss things. And we'll go back to live play. It's like a warning, perhaps, on the sideline there. Coach is going to have to grab a seat. Good set. It's going to go deep. As John Gallagher there. Nice grab, my friend.
Does that make me an official volleyball player yet?
I think it does, my friend. I think it does. Furlong set to serve.
Good job there by Bieniek.
Bieniek having himself a good game for Memorial today.
Shane Nealon setting it up. And then Hudak for Nicosia, and that'll sail out of bounds.
Just sails. Big hit again. You know, it's so tough. It's so tough to not bite on those big hits, to go for the big hits when they're right in your face, but Liberty lays off on that one. And Austin Wan is set to serve at 7-3.
Bieniek again with that.
Bieniek throwing up a knuckleball there. That's going to get pushed.
Memorial's point.
7-4. A little substitution as well for the Jags. The gymnasium here. Some of our softball girls are rolling through here after an indoor practice due to the rain. Sure, there were no outside activities today after that monsoon we had in town today.
That was absolutely crazy today.
Bray Holder strolling by, not saying hi. That's okay, Bray.
We were joined a little bit earlier by Annabelle Santino.
One of my favorite people. Oh.
Good job by Memorial.
That's
there.
a nice misdirection by Memorial there. You know, you go up expecting to be defending a big block, and the ball's just misdirected. Nicely done. 8-5. The Lions still in the lead. JTV cam. 9-6.
9-5, actually.
9-5. Stand corrected. As Mykola Hubchuk set to serve. Liberty's going to take a moment.
As Bieniek goes over to the ref to have a discussion. And now the other ref is being called over.
And it looks like the two refs will be conferring again.
Bieniek, one of the captains for Jackson Memorial.
It's been an interesting spring season for the JTV crew, as we are pretty close to wrapping up the taping for our spring seasons. Hopefully we'll see how our teams do as far as getting to some of the later rounds of some tournaments. Maybe we'll be able to bring you another game or two down the road.
Yeah, hopefully.
After the Ferronis are over, of course.
And speaking of Ferronis, it sounds like it's a good time to do a little bit of a plug.
Shameless plug, always.
As we're getting set for this Friday coming up, May 12th.
It is amazing how quick the date has turned up. The Ferronis, of course, the awards kind of ceremony here for the Digital Media Academy. And when people best describe it, John, how would you describe it?
Definitely a mix of the Grammys and the Oscars with a little bit of Tony's thrown in there as well. You know, some great musical performances coming up. You'll get to see some of your peers perform. You know, you might get to see Jordan Torres on stage. You might get to see
to see John Gallagher, if I'm not mistaken. I know that guy.
Yeah.
9-7 here.
John Gallagher, a very close friend of mine, you know, performing. As well as some people like Dante Mathias, Lauren Robinson. So it's going to be a great night. You'll also be able to see some of your peers win some awards as we get another point from Memorial here, bringing it within 1 point.
9-8.
You'll be able to see some of your peers get some awards. It's really just a great night for not only the school but the town as well.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it's an evening of entertainment for you to go out whether you're, you know, adults, we've got alumni whose parents have been coming to Ferroni's for, you know, we're in our 10th year. It's our 10-year reunion show. For 10 years that come out for the entertainment because it's just a fun night of being entertained by students in our programs here. We've got kids that are involved in the choirs involved in the program, in the drama department, in the film department, you name it.
Too.
It really, and the band as well, absolutely.
And Liberty gets the point there to make it 10-8, and then another point for Liberty, making it 11-8 on that ace. But I think well, you know, as you were saying about some of the alumni parents, you know, one of the unique things too is just the alumni coming back. You know, we have an alumni that's very, very special that comes up from Florida every year to help us put this production together. And Jeff Bamber.
Yeah, Jeff's one of our techies that
just flew in today.
Flew in this morning.
It helps us with a lot of our lighting design. And just overall, the production itself helps us out. So, you know, it's just the incredible group of people that put this show together. It's going to be an amazing night. And besides Jeff, just the other alumni as well that come back, you know, celebrating 10 years. There will be some more alumni coming back for not only for maybe a performance or two, but also for maybe even a special award, maybe, you know, you never know. So.
Yeah, we do actually have an alumni category this year. We had a chance to showcase some works from some of our alumni. So, you know, we're looking forward to seeing some of our kids that have graduated and moved on and are out there, you know, doing it out there for real now, out there in the real world, whether they're working in television and film or not. It'll be great to see these folks come back and have a night of fun and entertainment. And really see where the Ferroni's has gone over the last 10 years. Which is part of the celebration is celebrating kind of what we've done over the last 10 years.
We get a net violation there for Liberty.
13-10 with the Lions still holding on to a thin lead here.
So May 12th, Liberty Auditorium, definitely something you don't want to miss. 6 o'clock red carpet, 6:30 show. Come out, support your peers as well as the alumni of Jackson Liberty High School. And you know, it's
you know what? Listen, if your parents at home listening to this broadcast, it isn't a night just for kids. The kids aren't the only ones that are going to be entertained. This is good family entertainment. Come out, have a good time, sit back, relax, and enjoy the evening.
Again, Friday, May 12th, 6 o'clock red carpet, 6:30 show.
Tickets are $7 at the door.
Tickets are $7 at the door.
Can't beat the price.
So be there or
be square.
Or be square.
All right, as we are back in the action here at 14-10, that's going to sail wide, and it's 15-11 here with Liberty holding on by their fingernails to a lead here. We are in the third deciding game here.
As
nice
great
save.
Job there. I believe it was Alex Furlong, but it'll be Liberty's point, 16-11.
Joel Barra, who started this game serving and went on a 6-point tear here, hoping to do the same thing here with a 16-11 lead.
So Bieniek again is having a discussion with the referee. Should we get a yellow card?
Appears to have gotten a yellow card. And he's going to be called back over by the ref. And we get back to the live action.
Something must have been said that was not appreciated. And he just lets that one sail.
Let's take a look at that one again. He came back and basically hit a giant exclamation point on that one.
He just has that great set.
Huge.
Or a great spike
huge
there.
Spike. 16-12 here.
And that'll be Memorial's point.
16-13 as that Liberty lead seems to be evaporating here. Furlong to serve.
And then another point for Memorial.
Up and over there. I think that's going to go to Liberty there.
The ref, yep, the ref.
17 to 13, I think. Let's see. We can see here what happens.
The ref changed the decision.
And it's 17-13 Liberty.
So
they're going to replay that one.
Trying to make a substitution.
Somebody thought they had an easy ace there, but Austin Wan, brother of John Wan, former TV techer there.
Patrick Patrone coming into the game now, replacing Nick Nicosia, 17-3. And a great spike there from Bieniek again.
Pastore making his presence known at this point.
Pastore comes in and Barca comes out. Barca trying to get
17-14.
Trying to get the sidelines engaged a little bit as that ball goes out.
It's going to sail deep. 18-14. Serve goes back to Liberty.
So that one goes up for Bieniek again. It's blocked. He plays it, and it's up for him again. That spike is down, but a point.
Just spins out of bounds. And it's 19-14.
It actually touched down in bounds, but they awarded the point to Liberty for a violation. I was not sure what the violation was.
Gotcha. Well, 19-15 now as Memorial's going to pick that one up after the serve was netted.
Nicosia coming in now, Patron going out.
Number 11. So we faked out. Nice serve. Good set.
It's blocked. Pastore gets blocked, and then it's going to be a Liberty point.
Let's see if we can see who is in on this Liberty block here. Nicely blocked by Luke Tawawa. He had some help, and it's 20-15. Oh, nicely redirected there.
Pastore.
20-16. Memorial to serve. As we...
Bieniek. Good serve. Whistle, and Memorial's point. Down by 3 again.
20-17. Bieniek. Good server here.
And
it's going to be
good dig there.
And over.
Nicosia for Hudak.
Good set. And it's going to go deep. And our camera guy, Jerome, there protecting the camera. Liberty is going to go up 21-17. Nice job of deflecting there. Jerome Salick on camera 2 today.
Pastore.
And they go for the save. Not going to happen. 21-18.
Barker in now for Nealon.
Might be our only chance to thank our camera ops today. Jerome Salick on 2 and Olivia McGarry on camera 1. As we head into a timeout, good time for us to actually mention our crew today. First time sports director today, doing a fine job. Emily Sabasis, our technical director. One of the old cats in the studio at this point, even though she's only a sophomore. Anne-Marie Yee on audio. We've got Mr. Noble tonight doing his thing. And our graphics operator today is a freshman by the name of Nicole McLean, doing a fine job for us as well.
Great job to the crew today and for this shoot so far. And it's been a
I think when we saw this one on the schedule this morning, everyone was a little panicked about torrential rain, and we've actually been given a pretty good respite here. It stopped raining at about 10 minutes to 2 before setup, and it hasn't rained since. And this is it here. The timeout is over, and at 21-18, Liberty's got a small lead here. Both teams tied at 1 game apiece. Your guess is as good as mine at this point, John.
I think it's going to be a very close rest of the game as it's 22-18 now.
Serving for Liberty is Jack Lillenkamp.
As Hudak sending it to Furlong.
That's going to go out. No, it's saved. And over, it's short.
Went under the net there.
I did. Still would have been over my head, John. 22-19.
Good serve from Hudak. And it'll be Memorial's point. 2-point lead now for Liberty.
This is getting interesting now. Brandon Hudak.
As it goes off the net, and a little bit of a...
Liberty just 2 points away from closing this cross-time rival match out here.
A little bit of a confusing play there from Memorial to get a hold of.
The ball hit the net, and that's always going to throw your timing off. Big hit.
Barker with that attempted spike.
Nicely saved by Lib.
Good block into the sidelines.
They're going to go into the cheap seats. What a save.
With that save.
It's good.
But it's out of bounds.
Goes wide. Memorial did everything they could to save that one, and the ball ends up going wide, and we're at point game here. The Liberty Gymnasium is abuzz here as Tawawa goes to serve at point game.
Hudak. Bieniek with the spike. Out of bounds, and that'll do it. Jackson Liberty gets the win over Jackson Memorial. And a very good game here at Jackson Liberty for both of these teams. A great matchup, and Jackson Liberty able to get out ahead. We didn't see this coming based off the first couple of minutes of the game.
Based on the first 10 minutes of today, I definitely did not see this coming. But I'll tell you what, my credit goes off to Liberty that didn't give up in that first game. Found a way to turn the momentum, and then they really never gave that momentum back.
They kept this game in their control for the rest of the game. I don't think they gave up a lead from the start of the second game on. So, you know, another shout out to them for doing a great job with that. That amazing comeback from that 1 game behind, but a great job to Memorial as well, as it was just a hard-fought game for both of these teams.
Absolutely, hey. So I agree.
That'll do it for today's matchup. Again, the final score is 25-20, Jackson Liberty over Jackson Memorial. I'm John Gallagher.
Hey, and I'm Harry Frone, sitting in for Max Sylvan.
We'll see you next time for another episode of JTV's Game of the Week. Have a good night, Jackson.